Imagine waking up, not to the sound of crashing waves or rustling palm trees, but to the silence of space. You float effortlessly in zero gravity, gazing out at the curvature of Earth through a panoramic window. Below you, the world. Above you, infinite possibility. This is not science fiction anymore. This is the future of luxury travel. Not just 5-star, but 5 stars, beyond the stratosphere. And today, we're taking you inside the elite new frontier, where only the ultra-wealthy dare to vacation, and where every trip is literally out of this world. Welcome to the future of luxury travel, space tourism. Buckle in. You're about to experience the cosmos like never before. If this blows your mind already, hit that like button and let us know in the comments. Would you dare to travel to space? Or is this one luxury you'd leave on the launch pad? Just 2 decades ago, the idea of boarding a spaceship as a tourist sounded like something straight out of a sci-fi movie. Space was the exclusive realm of astronauts, cosmonauts, and billion-dollar government agencies. But now, we're standing at the edge of a revolution, thanks to an explosive wave of innovation, fueled by ambitious entrepreneurs, billionaire visionaries, and cutting-edge tech. The dream of space tourism is becoming a very real, very luxurious experience. Let's start with the biggest breakthrough: reusable rocket technology. Enter SpaceX. Elon Musk's private aerospace company has redefined what's possible, launching rockets that can not only reach orbit, but return safely and be launched again. It's not just science, it's economics. Reusability cuts costs, increases launch frequency, and makes commercial spaceflight scalable. Then there's Blue Origin, backed by Jeff Bezos, taking a slightly different but equally bold approach. Suborbital spaceflights that give civilians a few minutes in space. The technology is sleek, the cabins are minimalist luxury, and the view, utterly surreal. And of course, Virgin Galactic, Richard Branson's futuristic spaceplane company, is perhaps the most style-focused of the three. Think less rocket, more private jet, if that jet were to leave Earth's atmosphere. Private companies are now doing what once took entire governments decades to accomplish. What's happening here is bigger than just technological progress. This is a cultural shift. Governments sent people to space for science and politics. Now, we're going for passion, prestige, and the ultimate luxury experience. So what exactly draws people to space? Is it the status? The thrill? The science? Yes. But above all, it's the perspective. Every astronaut describes it the same way. Seeing Earth from space is life-changing. You witness the pale blue dot, fragile, borderless, beautiful, hanging in the void. It evokes awe, humility, unity. This view alone is why some space tourists say it's worth the multi-million-dollar ticket. And now, civilians, albeit very wealthy ones, can have that experience. You're not just buying a trip, you're buying a shift in consciousness. Then there's the experience of zero gravity. Forget infinity pools and champagne service. Imagine floating freely, somersaulting in midair, dining on gourmet meals that float beside you. It's not just novel, it's surreal. Space tourism companies are turning these scientific phenomena into curated luxury experiences. Your in-flight concierge will ensure your gravity-defying dinner goes smoothly. You'll wear designer-engineered flight suits made for both comfort and Instagram. Companies are racing to turn the cosmos into the next luxury destination. We're talking luxury in orbit, complete with spacious cabins, 360-degree observation domes, private chefs, wellness programs, and even space art installations. Everything is designed not just for function, but for beauty. And in this realm, personalization is the new opulence. Let's get real for a moment. As dazzling as space tourism sounds, it's not without serious challenges. Right now, a trip to space costs anywhere between $250,000 and $55 million. depending on your altitude and experience. This is not your average luxury vacation. This is ultra exclusive. Think royal level access. However, pioneers like Space Perspective and Worldview are working on balloon-based near-space experiences, stratospheric travel at a fraction of the price. Think $50,000 for a seat in a carbon-neutral capsule drifting to 100,000 feet. Prices are expected to fall, just like commercial aviation once did. But make no mistake, it'll remain a luxury niche for the foreseeable future. No matter how luxurious, space is still inherently dangerous. Radiation, re-entry, launch anomalies. All these risks are being meticulously addressed with rigorous training, cutting-edge design, and intense regulation. But unlike an overwater villa in Bora Bora, there's no emergency exit in orbit. That's why companies like Axiom Space, which recently sent civilians to the International Space Station, invest millions into astronaut-style training for their clients. Here's the uncomfortable truth. Rocket launches leave a carbon footprint. There's ongoing debate over the sustainability of commercial space travel. But with innovations in green propellants, carbon offsetting, and space-based clean tech, the industry is evolving fast. Responsible space tourism isn't just a concept, it's becoming a competitive advantage. So, what does the next chapter look like? Let's lift the veil on the bold, breathtaking ideas already in motion. By 2027, Orbital Assembly's Voyager station is expected to open as the world's first luxury space hotel. It'll feature gravity simulation, fine dining, cocktail bars, luxury suites, and even a cinema. Think of it as the Ritz-Carlton, orbiting Earth. And they're not alone. SpaceX, Axiom Space, and even NASA are collaborating on commercial space habitats that blend function with luxury. Imagine this. You spend a week in Dubai's Burj Al Arab, then jet to a spaceport for a 3-day orbital retreat. Tour operators are already drafting space and sea packages or cosmic and castle getaways, pairing a few nights in orbit with stays in Europe's finest chateau or Maldives overwater villas. The future of travel isn't about choosing between Earth and space. It's about combining them. At the heart of this is something timeless, the human urge to explore. We've done islands, we've done jungles, we've done deserts and glaciers and everything in between. Now we're looking up again. Space tourism is less about escaping Earth and more about rediscovering it from a perspective that leaves you forever changed. So where does this leave us? We're standing on the edge of a new frontier, one that blends technology, adventure, and luxury into something truly unprecedented. Space tourism isn't just for astronauts anymore. It's for dreamers, for visionaries, for you. Explore companies leading the way. Virgin Galactic for suborbital thrills. Blue Origin for elegant, short-duration spaceflights. SpaceX for full orbital missions. Axiom, space for space station stays. Orbital Assembly for upcoming space hotels. Space Perspective for near-space balloon experiences. But before you go, a question. What kind of legacy do you want to leave with your travels? In a world of endless resorts and look-alike luxury, space tourism offers something radically different. A moment in time that transcends time. A view that can't be bought anywhere else. An experience that rewires how you see the universe. So, would you go? Drop your answer in the comments. Would you take the leap? Or is space still too far out? Smash that like button if this episode inspired you. And subscribe to Luxe Quest for more deep dives into the most exclusive, inspiring, and mind-expanding journeys the world, and now the galaxy, has to offer. Because luxury isn't just about where you go. It's about how far you're willing to dream. Until next time, keep your eyes on the stars and your soul in wonder.